Hey y'all, how's it going? Today's video is going to be a lot more low-key than usual. I really want this video to be authentic. Reason being is because what I'm about to do, the experiment that I'm about to do, has a lot of in your feels types of vibes to it. Also, it's pretty late at night and I'm tired, I want to go to bed. I keep on hearing sounds in my empty house, but it's really just my snake just roaming around. Basically what I am doing today, and because it is kind of such a last minute video, I am going to be writing along with the songs that I have matched to certain scenes. I don't always listen to music whenever I write, but the songs that I do choose that remind me of my story and remind me of writing, the songs have a lot of feeling. I am very sensitive when it comes to music and liking music. If it doesn't make me feel a sort of emotion, then there's no point of listening to the song. That's really what I am looking for in what I write. So what I'm gonna do is I have taken select scenes from the trilogy that I've been writing and some of the songs that I have connected to those scenes. Like whenever I hear the song, I just think about the scene in my book, and I am going to write while that song is playing. Some of these songs don't have lyrics in them and they're just purely instrumental. Some of them do have some lyrics, so that's going to be interesting for my brain that can't multitask when it comes to words and writing. Here's a tip: if you like to listen to If you like to listen to music while you write, it's best to listen to music that does not have any sort of lyrics to it. That way you won't get mixed up with your words versus the words that are in the song. I'm going to link the songs down below. They are just really good songs to listen to in general. The first scene that I am going to do is when two very unlikely characters form a bond. One of them has basically gotten some super bad news and is taking it out on the wall. She's punching the wall, and this friend runs in and calls her stupid, and she starts crying. So this is like their moment of them finally getting along, her opening up to him and him being emotionally available. And this is not a romantic situation, this is like a best friends situation, so it's like really tender. I think it's one of my favorite scenes that I've ever written or thought of writing, just because there are just so many moving parts with their relationship beforehand that was so complicated, and this is where they start to become best friends, and it's just a beautiful transition. So the song that I connect to, I don't know if you can actually get it on YouTube Music or anything, but it's Leake, and it's a song called Chapters. So I'm gonna be playing this in the background. All right, let's do this. Hello, and we are back. I don't know how many times I listened to the song. I basically just played it over and over again until I got it right. But wow, that was really great. I think I was able to really write the scene well because I was feeling the emotions in that song that reminded me of that scene. So in turn, I put all of the emotions that I have with that song into the scene, and I'm kind of proud of myself. I felt like I was able to simplify a lot of the words while also really nailing the emotion that everyone is feeling. I understood the importance of more showing, less telling. I feel like a lot of the time with at least my first drafts or my zero drafts, I do a lot of telling just so that I kind of know what's going on in the scenario, what's like going on in my head, and obviously that's not always the best way to go about writing because it can get boring for your reader. And I also changed a couple of things. I didn't rewrite the entire scene. I only rewrote like really the super emotional part of the scene. By the way, with my trilogy, I have it all written in first draft, and now I'm just basically going through the editing process, getting beta readers. So here I felt like I was able to sort out different pronouns, like not every single sentence is starting with she and her and him, because I struggle with that a lot of time. Like I said, I did a lot lot of showing and not telling. There is only one dialogue line in the entire scene, which is crazy because usually my scenes are very dialogue heavy. I write a lot of dialogue heavy stories, which is something I'm trying to work on, but also dialogue is just so fun for me. So that was something that was interesting. I don't know, like it's moments like these that I remember why I write. I remember the great parts about writing and all of the really annoying parts with connecting one event to the other, with travel, trying to get plot holes all situated, trying to figure out if your character is realistic, all of these things that are just driving me crazy, quite frankly. I wrote this trilogy about, I want to say like 3 years ago. 3 years ago is when I really like heavily dedicated myself to writing this. And so I've been kind of feeling frustrated with this story because this is by far like the best one that I've written. I talk about it a lot on here, which I know you're not supposed to do, especially if it's not anywhere near done, but like I can't help it. So it's just a nice reminder to do these types of experiments just so that I can remember why I'm really doing this and the feeling that I'm looking for. And really, it's meant to be like a moment that your readers can have where they can express and feel those emotions too. All right, now moving on to the next one. Let's see where we're at. Ooh, I don't know if I want to do a death scene now. That's too much. I'm in my feels right now. I already did pretty emotional scene. Maybe I want to do an intense scene. Ooh, okay, this is a good one. This is a kissing scene. This is actually a second kiss. I always get a little bit irritated inside of like either romance or like, you know, any sort of book that potentially has a romance plot to it, which is honestly most plots. I get really irritated when they have like this perfect first kiss. I wanted to make it a little bit more realistic. I didn't want the first kiss to be perfect. So this is not the first kiss, but this is like one of the magical moments where they're like, wow, like I really like you with this kiss, even though they've kissed before. You know, first kisses are sometimes really awkward. So I'm gonna try writing that. This one has a way more upbeat song too, and there's like a specific beat where I imagine they finally kiss. The song is by Illenium. It's called Crashing. I believe that there's another gal that sings with the band Illenium too. I'm spacing out on her name. Ugh, my back. Just stretch out my back really quick. If anyone knows any sort of chair that I could have that is A, not too ginormous, B, is super comfortable, and C, will not give me back problems, that'd be appreciated because I'm working with a tiny little like bench thing. Literally zero back support. Ooh, if I write like this. Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Ow. All right. Ooh. I think I've stretched my back out enough. Just do this. Ooh, yeah. Okay, we're ready. Why do I feel like a pregnant woman without being pregnant, but my back hurts? Ooh, this is nice actually. Okay, I'm just gonna have a big body pillow around me, so this is nice. Did not take nearly as much time, but I think that I already had a pretty good start of the scene. Initially, I just kind of moved around some grammatical things that I thought could be better. Obviously did a lot more showing than telling. It's good. It's really good, guys. I think it's nice because in this section, it's kind of the end of a chapter where the reader kind of feels this elation like, yes, finally! I love those moments whenever I read a book. Usually it happens when two characters finally get together and are in love, or when the villain is finally killed. I'm like, yes, finally they're gone. We can move on with our lives. It's kind of a bummer though, because just the way that it's written, I know I'm really being specific about this, but the point of the song where I always imagine them kissing, I can't read it fast enough to actually like make it match, just because there's so many emotions and feelings that I describe before they actually kiss, kind of building up that tension. But yeah, that was really fun. That was really good. I'm glad that one was shorter. I think I'm gonna do another shorter one again. There are two scenes that I was gonna do that I know that are connected to songs, but they're a little bit long. It's more of an actual like full scene rather than just a portion of a scene. don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Last but not least, I am going to write a moment where a character dies. I don't know if I'm ready to listen to the song at the same time as I write it. Well, we're gonna find out. Let me get my pillow situated. This actually does really work as long as you keep your elbows tucked in. The last song, this song is, I don't believe, as well known. This is like a new upcoming artist, Jay Warren. He is an R&B singer, and the first song that I ever heard from him was called Closer, and you can't find the original one on YouTube Music anymore. It's in his music video, but it was like a really like slow song, and now whenever I try and download it, it's like a really hyped up like poppy like song, but it needs to be slow because someone's dying here. So I'm gonna listen to that. It's been a minute since I've listened to the song, so I'm scared, but you know what? You gotta do it. Okay, I was not emotionally prepared. Do you ever have moments where you rethink to yourself, do I have to kill this character? And then you look at the plot and you do, and you just do, but you don't want to. I find it funny that there are all of these people that just kind of assume that authors are like psychopaths and we just really love killing people to make our readers feel pain. Trust me, it hurts. It does hurt when you kill off characters. I don't know if other writers are like this, but I know that there are some characters in my books that are basically like untouchables. There are certain characters that just will never die because I love them so much, like I can't kill them. Like I can't kill them. It's not like I don't love my other characters, but I feel like their death serves a purpose to the characters and to the plot. With some characters, I'm like, literally, I would have to have like so many different reasons to get rid of this character just because like the series wouldn't be the same without them. Oh, but I still, that really hurt. That hurt a lot. I only wrote a small portion of it, like when the characters kind of have like their last goodbyes, and it's rough. It's not. Whew. Thanks for joining me in torturing myself. I'm actually really happy that I did this video. It gave me an opportunity to remember the really good parts about writing, the reasons that so many writers work so hard and so diligently, even in like the super difficult parts, to make this a reality. Because in the end, like, it's really all about the emotion. It's all about the characters and the readers and them being able to connect to them being able to find a space where they relate to stories. That's really what it's all about, and it's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to see other author tubers do this little challenge as well. I think that would be really fun to see how that would affect their story. I would just love to hear their experiences, or really anybody's experiences. Even if you're not an author tuber and you like to write, try it, because it was really cool. Sayonara, you guys, and I will see you next time.